This week on Steel Horse Thunder.
Yo, 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 Steel Horse Thunder is headed to Muscle Shoals, Alabama. If you are an old Allman Brothers fan, you know, Dwayne Allman did so much cool stuff down there with people like Wilson Pickett and Boz Scaggs, and Aretha Franklin never had a hit until she went down to Muscle Shoals and recorded with the Swampers right down there. You know, if you listen to Lynyrd Skynyrd, you hear him in Sweet Home Alabama, and it talks about Muscle Shoals. They got the Swampers. They've been known to pick a song or two. Yes, they do.
I grew up riding dirt bikes and four-wheelers and everything, and then once I finally moved out of the house and had enough money to buy one, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna buy one.
Right on.
And I had a couple other buddies that, we had like 6 of us. It was, once you buy one, we're all gonna buy one. Well, I was the first one, went and pulled the plug and bought one. And guess what? The only other person that bought one is that guy right there.
Yeah. That's generally the way it happens. You know that, right?
Steel Horse is brought to you by Leidendorf Law, with over 60 years experience in motorcycle and automotive injury cases.
People talk about your one-stop shop. Well, Flat Out Motorsports is definitely a one-stop shop.
Maybe you like to hit the streets on 2 wheels, whether you're a touring guy, whether you're a cruising guy, or maybe you like the sport bikes.
If you'd rather play in the dirt, there's 4 wheels or there's 2 wheels.
Or maybe you've gotten to that point where you're ready for an extra wheel. They got the Can-Am Spider and the ever so cool Slingshot.
Or maybe you don't like the dirt or the road, then you can get on the water and take this baby for a ride.
No matter what you need, no matter what brand you like to ride, all the safety gear, helmets, whatever you're looking for, it's all right here under one roof. And with the used motorcycle sales, you can pretty much find any kind of motorcycle you like.
I was riding with 3 friends in Franklin, and a distracted driver ran a stoplight, totaled motorcycle, head injury, broken back, broken ribs. I started worrying about bills, income, how we're going to pay for things, how we're going to survive until I can get back on my feet.
Well, the insurance company called and immediately wanted me to make decisions. They were kind of aggressive, and they knew a lot of terms, and that's when I made the call to Leidendorf.
My experience with the team here that represented me was awesome. From the moment we met until it was over. A bad thing turned into a good thing because of Leidendorf Law.
The whole Leidendorf team were like family, and they have become family.
Hey man, we got a beautiful Saturday morning going up here in Indianapolis. Cindy, what is going on today?
Well, this is RAMS Ride, and, you know, we've covered it before, but we're back here again, and, you know, they put it on the calendar.
Exactly. We tell you all the time, if you want us to come out to one of your rides, you got to advertise it on our calendar, man. That's where we check first to see where the rides are going on. SteelHorseThunder.com. Get to the event page and get it on the calendar. Cindy, this is a fantastic ride. I've always dubbed this as one of the safest rides you'll ever do, and it's just such a great charity, you know? And with a great charity comes a great charity sponsor. Crambo's out in Greencastle. What Chris and Beth do out there has been fantastic. What they do with the motorcycles, what they do for the community, it's just amazing. They're just great people. Make sure you get out to Greencastle, stop in at Crambo's, tell them thank you for what they've done for the motorcycle community. And with that, Cindy, let's go find Hammer and some other people and find out a little bit more about the RAMS ride.
Let's go.
All right, Hammer, here we are. It's the RAMS ride, man. Every year, I know it's always the first weekend in August, or so here we are, and I kind of broke my normal rule. I usually don't cover same rides back to back in years or whatever. You guys have been doing this for how many years now?
14 years already, Scotty. We've been, I tell you, it's started in 08. And as you mentioned, the first Saturday in August every year, so mark your calendars. But it's been a labor of love, and you can tell how it's evolved over the years from a sponsorship standpoint. We've been through some weather, as you know, so we're excited about today, of course, because looks like we're going to have a beautiful day. But, yeah, it's been a labor of love, and it's fun to have watch it grow over the years.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no doubt. And you guys are fortunate because I'm not riding in it this year because everybody knows if you ride with Scott, you ride in the rain. And, you know, it's always been my calling card. You're either going to get in the rain or you're going to have to turn around sometime at some point in time. That's just what happens when you ride with me.
Hey, we appreciate your sacrifice, that's for sure. No question about it.
So I'm staying out of the ride this year just so you guys can have enjoyable weather and have a good ride. But tell me a little bit about how this all got started for those new listeners and new viewers on the show.
Give you the recap, of course. So 2008, my brother was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, which at the time I knew very little about, and frankly still don't. But we know that it's a debilitating disease that I've learned, affects so many people in such a broad range, and there's no cure. There are several treatments. I'm excited to report that over the course of the life of RAMS Ride, coincidentally or otherwise, there have been some great leaps and bounds in treatment. So people are doing very well. But because there's not a cure, we want to stand with those with multiple sclerosis and make sure that they know that they're taken care of and that they're thought about. We want to make sure that the families of those that are afflicted are also involved and feel welcome and know that there's a group in the community that's looking out for their well-being as well as fighting against this disease.
Yeah, no doubt, and very, very well said. You know, you guys, the Bombs, have always been major supporters of the show, and, you know, I love to come out here. And like I said, I generally won't come out 2 years in a row, but the fact that you guys always post it on our event calendar, and I tell people all the time, post your event on the event calendar. That's the first place we look when we're going to go cover rides, and that's the reason we are here again this year. One of the reasons. Sure. You know, another reason is we love to support you guys. Another reason is MS. It does. It's, to me, I've learned more about it since we've been covering your ride and learned more from you about it. And the one thing I know is it's one of the most misdiagnosed diseases out there. It's I know so many people now that do have it that they thought they had something else for many years, and then it turns out, oh, well, it wasn't that at all. Actually, it's MS. And so I think it's great what you guys are doing for this, man. It's something that needs to get out.
Well, we certainly appreciate that, and as you suggest, it's a tricky monster that we refer to it as, frankly. And once people are properly diagnosed, as I say, there are some treatments out there now that are helping a lot of folks. However, we know that it's only a matter of time before it does catch up with people because there is no cure. So it's going to progress and get worse, and it's going to negatively impact people's lives, and that's why we're here. That's why RAMS, or Riders Against Multiple Sclerosis, is here to make sure people understand we're fighting with you, next to you, and where to find the treatment.
Exactly. Well, today you're doing a major thing, and that is raising some funds because nothing happens without the funds. So you got to do that.
I tell you, I turn around because I'm so proud of what we've been able to do on a corporate level. We look at the sponsorship from this shirt and from what we've been able to do over the years. I'm happy to report that we've actually broken a record this year. This particular T-shirt now is worth $23,142. So we're extremely proud of that. And as an organization, since we've started this year we broke $300,000 lifetime that we've put back to the cause.
Nice. Very nice, man. That's awesome. Dude, I'm going to let you go, get everything wrapped up here. You keep this big purple machine out front, and you know, it's shining good. You got the sun shining on it. It's easy to see, so they should be able to follow you with no problem.
Absolutely. Can't thank you guys enough. We love the show. We really appreciate the partnership, and it's been a great year. We look forward to some more.
All right, Matt, we're here at the RAMS Ride. You've got a bike that stands out, man. Can you tell me a little bit about this motorcycle?
Well, thank you. Yeah, that's a 93 cubic inch S&S knucklehead, and I won that in the raffle from the National Motorcycle Museum in Anamosa, Iowa in 2010.
Really?
Yep.
And you're still riding it?
Oh yeah, I've been making slow changes to it ever since, and it's a lot of fun. It's enjoyable to ride, but you know, since it's a rigid frame, it has its own characteristics, you know,
right.
And a Springer fork on it. But yeah, it's got a Palco fork and Palco frame and Milwaukee Twins tanks, and I put the gauges in it and modified the seat and put Palco exhaust on it, and I've done a lot to it. So,
dude, it's just super cool. I imagine you get a lot of people coming up to you about it, and a lot of people looking at it, trying to figure out what year it is and everything else. That's what we were doing. So I'm glad you cleared it up for us.
Oh, yeah.
It's a super cool bike. I know bikes are firing up, so I'll let you get ready. And man, have a safe trip.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Have a good one, guys.
So Karen, we're out here at RAMS riding. I've been seeing you going around everywhere selling tickets. What are you doing?
I'm selling raffle tickets. All these restaurants have donated, TGI Fridays, Olive Garden, we've got tattoo places. I mean, my aunt, she goes around to all these restaurants and she tells them all about, RAMS Ride, how raising money for MS, and they just open up their pockets to her. I mean, they're like, you want $50, you want $225, they're just amazing, like all of these places.
Okay, so just give me the addresses to all these and I'll just go to them when I need them.
Yeah, exactly, after you win. So we've sold a lot, and everyone out here, they're just so wonderful because we've had people, they buy 100, and then the guy next to him's like, what, you bought 100? I'm going to buy 100. So a little competition with each other on buying the tickets.
Well, that's pretty awesome. So is this the first year that you've been out here to this ride?
This is the 14th year. So I come every year because it's my family. Okay. My cousin is Randy Miller. So, and a lot of family. It's almost like a family reunion for us.
Yeah. Well, true, it is. And even if it's not completely family, we're all family.
Yes, exactly. It doesn't have to be blood.
No. Well, I want to tell you, I love your pants, and obviously I have the poor man's version of them.
Yeah, we rode out to Sturgis a couple weeks ago. We rode to Mount Rushmore and stopped at Sturgis before it got too crowded, so I did a little shopping.
Well, we all have to do shopping, right?
That's right. That's right. I'm going to have to go in there and do some too.
Well, thank you so much for being out here today and just supporting this ride. It's such a wonderful cause. We appreciate it.
Yep. Thank you very much.
All right, guys, we're here up in Indianapolis. It's the RAMS ride. What brought you out to this ride?
Well, we were actually at Checkered Flag a few weeks back, and we saw a flyer for it. And we've only been riding for 2.5 years. We were like, yeah, let's try a benefit ride. We've never done one.
So this is your first one?
First one.
Right on. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, and I don't pick favorites. I don't, but I'm just saying, this ride right here, I have always billed it as one of the safest charity rides you'll ever go on. So you pick in my opinion, one of the absolute best rides you could possibly do for your first time.
That's awesome. That's awesome to hear.
Yeah. So how do you like riding?
Oh, I really enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you expecting on a charity ride like this?
Sunburn.
Well, on a day like today, you're going to be 100% right. For your first charity ride, you got the first question answered proper. That's for sure. Did you bring sunscreen?
Nope.
You were exactly right. Unless you have a full face mask and sleeves for your, yeah, you're going to get sunburned.
Yep.
It's a lot of fun. I always tell people all the time, it's so many times we think of charity rides, well, it's just the old Harley guys. Well, that's pretty true. Mm-hmm. But there are a lot, sometimes I see sport bikes and stuff like that and younger people, and I love to see you guys. And I know you guys aren't kids by any means, but you're a lot younger than me, okay? So I love seeing this. And what made you decide to get on motorcycles and stuff?
Well, I grew up riding dirt bikes and four-wheelers and everything, and then once I finally moved out of the house and had enough money to buy one, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna buy one.
Right on.
And I had a couple other buddies that we had like 6 of us. It was once you buy one, we're all gonna buy one. Well, I was the first one, went and pulled the plug and bought one. And guess what? The only other person that bought one is that guy right there.
Yeah. That's generally the way it happens. You know that, right?
That's kind of what we figured out.
So now here you are. Now that's kind of old school because people my age, that's how all of us learned how to ride motorcycles. We rode dirt bikes and then we eventually got on street bikes. Yep. Which do you like better?
That's a tough one.
That's a tough question, isn't it?
I mean, dirt bikes are a lot of fun rolling through trails, but you don't go 75 on a highway on them.
Right. That's a question that will change. Because when I first started riding street bikes, you know what I mean? It was like first I love dirt bikes. And then it was like street bikes. Like, oh, I really love doing a street bike. Now, as old as I am, I look back on it, I'm like, it's time for me to get another dirt bike. I'm ready. Maybe not a full dirt bike, but an adventure bike or something like that. You know what I mean? Get on an adventure bike where I can do some trail ride and I can do that. My days of motocross are long gone. So yeah, to do that kind of stuff now, it's like I kind of rather do that than have to deal with all the people on the streets.
Right. And I've actually told her we've been looking into getting an enduro just to ride out to Brownsburg. We got some buddies out there that live on a farm.
Exactly.
Ride out there and go hit a couple trails and ride home.
Yeah. No, exactly, man. Well, listen, I'll let you guys. I know we got more bikes pulling in now and everything else, so I'll let you guys mingle, soak it all in. I hope you enjoyed enough to where you guys have a desire to do another charity ride.
Absolutely, yeah.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, Jason, tell me about this Triumph and why you're at this ride, and why are you talking the way you are?
Well, I'm from London, Kentucky, and that's my favorite place. No, Randy, the guy who organised it, used to be my boss years ago, and we still get along. And I've been doing this for about, I think it's the 13th or 15th year in it. I've been to 11 or 12 of them, I think. I did miss last year, which is a bit of a shame. And I'm on my Triumph 2014 Tiger 800 that I just rode to Colorado and back 2,660 miles in 5 days. Never missed a beat.
Wow.
Yeah, and I never got a sore butt. For real.
For real. I just rode to Muscle Shoals, Alabama, and my butt was sore.
Oh, really? What were you on, though?
On a street, Bob.
Oh, right, okay, that's why, yeah. But I do like the bike. It's very comfortable. Go anywhere, go off-road, do anything you want in it.
So what brings you out to this ride, then?
Well, I've known Randy for years.
Okay.
So, yeah. He used to be my boss.
So do you live here in the States?
I lived there. I've been here for 20 years, and it's home now, you know. Yeah. I wouldn't say I like Indiana, but we won't go there.com.
Yeah, don't go there, because I'm from Indiana.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Although sometimes I don't like it either. So.
No, that's it. That's just life. It's hot today, though, isn't it?
It is. So your friend, you said, was here and his brakes locked up.
He's English, but he's lived in Germany for 35 years. He was on a brand new Tiger, but he had a back brake problem, so he had to go and take it away.
So he doesn't get a ride today?
No.
But you're going to ride today?
I'm going to ride today, yes, for sure. It looks like I'm the only foreigner here.
I think you might be, which is okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
We love you guys.
Everybody's welcome, isn't we? That's what matters, doesn't it? Yeah. When will this be on TV? Tomorrow morning?
2 weeks.
Oh, okay, right. I should look out for it.
I'll give you a card.
Thank you.
Don't look now. Crambos isn't just paint. It's your one-stop shop for motorcycle gear, parts, and service. Crambos, voted the Indy A-List #1 motorcycle shop 2 years running, has expanded with the state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment for tuning your fuel-injected Harley and a new paint facility to make your bike stand out from all the others. Crambos also has a new retail area complete with leather, chrome, audio, and all your parts and service needs. Crambos, voted #1 for a reason.
You have been injured in an automobile collision, and suddenly your vocabulary has been expanded to include terms totally unfamiliar to you. We know accidents can be overwhelming to the injured victims and their families. You know you can put your trust in the familiar faces of Ladendorf Law. We take care of you and your family so that you can focus on recovering from your injuries. Ladendorf Law, like family, because we are.
All right, Stacy, you are the Ladendorf Law featured woman rider. Tell me about this bike, because this is awesome and I love Triumph.
I love this bike. It's been a long road. I used to ride 2, but broke my leg last year and been on 3 ever since, and I just love this freewheeler. It's the best thing going.
What kind of riding do you like to do?
Fast.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Fast and hard.
How long have you been riding?
I've been riding probably 33 years, maybe.
33?
Yeah,
wow, long time.
Long time.
You put a lot of miles on this bike.
Long time. Yep.
Did you go through a course to learn to ride?
Yes, I did, but that was I was 18 years old, so you're talking 40 years ago.
But it still helped, right?
Yes, it did. It very much did. Yes, I recommend everybody go through a course.
I agree.
They can teach you things. I don't care how long you've been riding. They can teach you stuff you don't know.
Exactly.
So
have you done anything to this bike?
Oh, little bits. I've got it dressed up just a little bit with some bling bling here and my Tomboy license plate, and really this is factory.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, got a new seat, Corbin seat. love my Corbin seat.
Well, it is beautiful. I
Thank you
love
very
this
much.
bike.
Thank you.
I love it. I hope you get a lot of miles on it.
Thank you. I will.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
This is a standard lawyer commercial. This is a dramatic shot of me walking down the hallway. This is a stage scene of me talking to clients, even though they're not actual clients. This is the closing shot in my office, where I say my catchphrase looking professional and confident. Look, all lawyer commercials are the same, but not all lawyers are the same. Ladendorf Law has been involved in the motorcycle community for over 35 years, with many more years to come. Ladendorf Law, like family, because we are.
Yo, 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 Steel Horse Thunder is headed to Muscle Shoals, Alabama. That's right, man. Friday morning we're taking off. Got some friends going with us. I think we may have some friends meeting up with us in Clarksville, Tennessee. And we're going to head down to Muscle Shoals, get there Friday night. And we're hoping to be somewhere off the bikes for the night so we can have a cold beer, maybe smoke a cigar, listen to some old classic music that was all recorded there in Muscle Shoals. If you are an old Allman Brothers fan, you know, Dwayne Allman did so much cool stuff down there with people like Wilson Pickett and Boz Scaggs, and Aretha Franklin never had a hit until she went down to Muscle Shoals and recorded with the Swampers right down there. You know, if you listen to Leonard Skinner, you hear him in Sweet Home Alabama, and it talks about Muscle Shoals. They got the Swampers. They've been known to pick a song or two. Yes, they do. That's what we're going down for. We're going down to see that, man. It's been a long... I've always wanted to have my motorcycle and myself in front of Fame Studios, in front of the Muscle Shoals Studios, and have a picture of that. And tomorrow I get to check that one off the bucket list because we're going to be there, get that picture, do some tours on Saturday, head back to some friends over in Kentucky on Saturday night, and then head home Sunday. It's going to be a blast. I'm hoping with this new camera equipment we just got that we can document this and maybe have a few segments going on. So, man, we're ready to go ride. We are now on the Natchez Trace, which is a really, really cool road. It's like riding in a state park. Speed limit's 50 miles an hour, very little traffic. We are just south of, went through Clarksville, Tennessee, then through, I forget what the other town was. But now we're here at the Natchez Trace. We just stopped at a little overlook place. Not an overlook, but it's a kind of a scenic thing. There's a really cool house back here, a Farrier house. So we're gonna go back there and take a look at it. Right now the skies are kind of ominous, the direction we are headed, so we're going to kind of hang here for just a minute and then see if this is going to just kind of blow by. Right now we're in the mid-90s, 100% humidity. A little bit of rain wouldn't be that bad of a deal, you know what I'm saying? Do I look pretty?
Always.
All right, Josh, here we are. We're down, I think we're still in Tennessee.
Yeah, we're right outside of Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama. All right, dude. It's been a while since either one of us have done any kind of riding like this. We've been on the bike literally all day long. We are now, and we rode some crazy-ass busy roads going through, what was it, Fort Campbell. My God. Stay away from Fort Campbell.
4 to 6 lanes.
It was horrible. But overall, how have you liked the ride so far?
I think the last 80 miles were worth the whole trip.
Yeah.
Easily. Once we got onto this trail, what was it called?
Yeah, the Natchez Trace.
Natchez
This
Trace.
is beautiful.
Beautiful trail. It's worth the however many hours we drove down to.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, because I mean, even 48 was nice. When we finally got south of Clarksville,
yeah,
and we finally hit 48, and it finally broke down to where it was just a few lanes instead of 9 lanes. We got it at least down to at least 4.
Yeah,
and it was a lot more enjoyable when it got there. And then when it finally went to 2 lanes, beautiful road. 48 was beautiful. After that, it got sketchy again for a while. Now we're here on the Natchez Trace. We've got about 80 miles to go on this before we even get down close to Muscle Shoals. So we're getting close. I think we're probably about 100 miles away. At this point, we're probably about 100 miles, maybe a little more. So how are you feeling?
I hear beer 30 calling. That's yeah. I can feel that it's been a long time since we've gone more than a couple hundred miles.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long time. And we also picked a day where it's down here. It is, I know it's in the mid 90s. I know it's 100% humidity.
There's no wind right now.
There's not a breeze to be found. So it's hot. It is extremely hot. But, you know, this is what's so cool about the Natchez Trace. If you've never been on it, and again, you can catch it on the north side at Nashville, Tennessee. Trailer your bikes to Nashville somewhere, and then from there you can take the bikes out, run this. It runs all the way down to Natchez, Mississippi. So you could do quite an adventure on it. But you know, you got some cool stuff like this building behind us. You know, an old farrier house here. I know there's other places along the way that we're going to see where you know, some more scenic look. Yeah. So I don't know, man. To me, the speed limit is like 50 miles an hour on this road. So, and there's very little traffic. Finally,
saw 3 cars coming down here. It's exactly what I want.
So yeah, I mean, this has been pretty cool, man. And I am with you on that. I am ready to get the next 100 miles in, park the bike, and get an ice cold beer.
A couple of ice cold beers.
Exactly. All right, man. What do you say we hop on them bikes?
That's what we came here for.
Cindy, we just got here to Muscle Shoals. We have been riding now for about 12 hours. Last 40 minutes. Describe the last hour of the ride.
The last hour of the ride was miserable. It was so miserable. It was raining and it was cold. And 5 minutes before, we had gotten off the bikes and it was nice and sunny and hot. Well, it wasn't really nice. It was sunny, it was hot, and it was sticky, and there was not a breeze to be found, and we were so hot, we were splashing water on us. Get on the bikes, because we were so hot. Get on the bikes and start off, and it is starting to rain, and it's cold, and it changed in 5 minutes. It changed from hot to cold, and then it rained and rained and rained, and every part of my body was soaking wet. My boots are filled with water, but it was fun.
It's been a great day, hasn't it?
It's been a great day. 12 hours on the road. It's been forever since we've done this, and I'm so excited. We passed by the Fade Studios tonight on our way in, and I know Scott is going to be so excited to be able to get his picture with his bike.
Yes, I am. Well, this kind of concludes our Friday night. It's time now for let's go find us a cold beer. I heard there was a Mexican restaurant real close we can walk to, get a cold beer, get something to eat, and then, I don't know, I think there might be a cigar in store for this evening. Well, hey, that's going to do it for the show. Hope you enjoyed it. Cindy, where can people learn more about Steel Horse Thunder?
SteelHorseThunder.com. Go there. There's Facebook, there's Patreon, there's YouTube, there's everything on there. So go on there and find all the stuff that you need to know.
That's right. And remember, it's not what you ride,
It's that you ride.